Lizzo, you deserve to have the clown nose today. Lizzo gets the clown nose. So it seems like she has a new album coming out that nobody's streaming. Nobody's playing that. Even if they do play it, they're not gonna like it. And it came out today, but she's using Nicki Minaj as promo. So she reposts the quote of Nicki Minaj calling her fat Lizzo, and how Nicki Minaj said that she has a weird charge and she's fat, all that stuff. But she uses that image as a response. And over the image is her music that she's playing, which I will not be playing on my channel. I will not harass y'all, okay? I will not make you all endure that trash. So don't worry, I got your back. So she's putting up this corny song. And mind you, she waited until the album came out at 12 a.m. to post this snippet or this picture of Nicki Minaj dissing her. Then she gonna say, since I am blocked, all right? Lizzo, baby, this is not what you want to do. This is not what you want to do. Maybe you should spend more time putting in, real effort into promo. And no shade, but Nicki Minaj, she has learned not to reply. Because every time she replies, people benefit off of it. When Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion had their little moment, Megan Thee Stallion benefited from it. Megan Thee Stallion went #1 on Billboard. That formula is not going to work anymore. Okay, Nicki's going to wait till 2 months, a month down the line to clock these girls and Jay-Z and other people. Because if Nicki responds on their timing, let's be real. That means that the person who initiated the rise out of Nicki will win, because that means that they were trying to get attention from her. And Nicki's attention alone is worth millions. So I hope, she isn't going to reply, but hopefully she doesn't reply no time soon. Hopefully Nicki Minaj can just watch Lizzo's album flop, and we all can watch it flop in peace. Because, Lizzo, you just corny and cringy. And I hate cringy. I hate cringe when it's not funny. I hate cringe when it's not entertaining. I hate cringe when it's just cringe. Moving on to Lauryn Hill. People are saying that people are kissing Lauryn Hill's ass too much. They said, Lauryn Hill, that one album was not that good. That one album you made was not that iconic, okay? And they're saying this because Lauryn Hill is set to receive Living Legend Icon Award at the 2026 BET Awards. They said, I'm so tired of y'all kissing this woman's ass for that one album. Now, me personally, I don't think anybody's kissing her butt. I think the album is genuinely good. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill has inspired an entire generation of people, including that generation's kids and that generation's kids. So it's not just some little one album. No, it's a really great body of work. But I will say, though, I think people kind of give Lauryn Hill this God-like view. When I wouldn't put her as a god, in the music game, but I would definitely put her as an icon. I would definitely put her as an icon, but a Madonna or a MJ or a Janet even, I wouldn't put Lauryn up there. No shade. Lauryn, she does have one album, and that album still gets discussed today. So that shows you how iconic she is. But I don't think anybody's kissing her butt. They're not kissing her butt, y'all. She is definitely one of the ones. She has her messaging in that one album it just spoke so deeply to people. But what do y'all think? Do you all feel like people jazz her up too much? Or is it, it's worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to give her this title? Is it worth it to give her that crown? Okay? But low-key, though, it's the BET Awards. No shade. I'm not trying to, downplay the BET Awards, but the BET Awards, nobody really be checking for them no more. So, if she, I'm just being real. Why has the BET Awards gone downhill so much? It's just dang, okay? Wow. Moving on to Lotto. Lotto's Big Mama earns 1.4 million streams on Spotify on the final day of its tracking week, securing her biggest streaming debut week for an album ever in her career. If Big Mama is your biggest selling album in your career, bitch, go get some help. I'm sorry, this is not a flex. This is no flex zone, okay? But no, Lotto, sweetie, sometimes I feel bad for her, sometimes I don't. I kind of go in and out of feeling bad for Lotto, but Lotto is a person that we have to kind of just look at and pat on the head and say, you know what, girl, you tried. You tried. You really tried. And that's enough. That's enough sometimes. That's enough sometimes. But, are y'all streaming it? When I look at my comments, I don't really see any of y'all discussing the actual music. So I guess nobody's really streaming it for real. Comment down below if you are a Lotto fan, which, kind of praying for you. It must be hard being a fan of hers. But comment down below. We can have a conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? 2 million streams on day what? Day 5, day 6, day 7? Child. Moving on to Miss Ariana Grande. Her new song, Hate That I Made You Love Me, is now expected to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, following a gain in streams. Ooh, okay. So it seems like y'all are slowly but surely coming around to Ariana Grande's new hit. What took y'all so long? What took y'all so long? Because at first, y'all wasn't really playing it for real. All right? People are also saying that Ariana Grande is using bots to get up on the charts. I don't think so. Ariana Grande never really had the bot allegations. She don't really get the bot. Nah. Ari don't use bots. And I trust me, she doesn't have to use bots. But what I do wish that she did use are stadiums for a tour. Sweetie, we don't want to be in arenas. We want to be able to get access to your show. Okay? It's like the Hunger Games trying to get concert tickets to the Eternal Sunshine Tour, her new tour. I'm trying to get tickets for me and my homegirl, and we can't get the process to go through because the tickets sold out. If you can't go to the Ariana Grande concert, then where the hell can you go? Moving on to Ice Spice. So Ice Spice and Trim, there's this new beef brewing. I told you about this earlier. But people are actually supporting Trim. They said that, Trim is doing the right thing by throwing direct shade at Ice Spice. All right, as you all know, Trim thinks that she is the new princess of rap. She says that don't even get a tattoo on your hand. Don't even make yourself the title. You're not even that, okay? And they said that Trim is treating rap like a sport. If Ice Spice disagreed with her claim, then get in the booth and prove her wrong. Isn't that how it's always worked? Not really. People didn't just pick problems for no reason. It was actually a little bit of storyline behind the beef, which made the beef interesting. But just getting on live like Trim is doing and calling out a random girl who you don't know Ice Spice at all because you want the princess title, it just kind of gives like juvenile. It gives very much juvenile. It gives very much recess fight. It gives very much, like preschool lunchroom fight. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just silly. But when beef is, stemmed from industry games and, this person played with my bag and this person slimed me out for this, like that, it makes the beef more interesting and more better. But just because you all are fighting over a title, which Ice Spice don't really care about the title that much, she has accepted that she's irrelevant now. Let's be real. Ice Spice has accepted that all she's good for is getting bitch slapped at McDonald's and doing Wendy promo to make up for the fact that she got bitch slapped at McDonald's. That's all she's good for. Okay, she knows that all she's good for is a burger collab. Sitting in McDonald's eating fries. That's all she's good for now. In a SpongeBob movie soundtrack. Ice Spice has accepted her fate. She has. Ice Spice has accepted that she's not the princess, all right? Ice Spice isn't trying to be the princess anymore. You know what I'm saying? She isn't doing anything crazy. She's just riding whatever wave she has left at this point. She's just sucking whatever juice out of her career that Ice Spice has left. So Ice Spice, she knows she's not that girl no more. You can just tell it's all over her face. Ice Spice doesn't look happy. She never does, all right? Trim, the princess title would be yours if you just make the hits. Just make the hits. All this live and back and forth and I'm the best, better than her. We don't care. Like, who cares to outdo Ice Spice? She's not hard to outdo at all. Like, Ice Spice is not a challenge, sweetie. I promise you. But keep this energy for Doja Cat, actually. Okay, that's who you need to be coming for. Where my Taylor Swift fans at? Yeah, Swifties, it's time to rise. So Taylor Swift just dropped her new song for the Toy Story soundtrack. It's called I Knew It, I Knew You. And it came out today. I like it a lot, actually. I'm not a big fan of her country music at all. Her country music doesn't hit for me. I'm more of a fan of her pop, newer, at least the red era on up music. And, this song is cute. I'm a fan of it. It's really catchy and it's perfect for the movie. It's perfect for the Toy Story franchise. And I'm pretty sure Taylor got a big bag off this because this song is really, really good. Okay. Taylor, this is what you need to go back to. When people start flopping and the music starts to become trash, her recent album was trash, you got to go back to the roots. You have to go back to what made you you. That's the only way you can reconnect and do therapy as an artist. It's just going back to the core. Sometimes the noise, the glitz and glam can kind of suppress what's really there. And Taylor, you got to come back to your goodness because you're kind of losing it. But this song is a good step in the right direction. This song is amazing, actually. Moving on to Megan Thee Stallion, y'all. It seems like there is some tea with Megan that isn't really too pretty. It's not too pretty. According to People magazine, Megan Thee Stallion is being sued by celebrity stylist Eric Archibald, how do you say it? I don't know. And his company, 6K, for more than $1.2 million in alleged unpaid wardrobe and styling services. Ooh, Megan, over $1 million in unpaid services? Ooh, what's going on at home? Are you good? Did Clay take all the money and leave? The lawsuit claims Archibald and 6K provided styling, wardrobe, coordination, fashion sourcing, fittings, tailoring, and related services for Megan between 2024 and 2025. Also, allegedly, it is being said that Megan Thee Stallion, according to the complaint, dozens of invoices allegedly went unpaid despite repeated requests for payment. The suit reportedly seeks approximately $1.2 million in unpaid fees, along with interest, cost, and other damages. Megan's legal team denies the allegations and told People that she will not pay invoices that cannot be substantiated. Okay? Child, I think all this is just crazy. I really do. People, let's be real. If you're Megan Thee Stallion or a Megan Thee Stallion type of person, $1 million should not be a lot to you. I mean, it's a lot of money. Okay, it is a lot of money, but it shouldn't be that much to where you can't pay it. I'm just being real. They also said that she intends to vigorously defend the claims that are against her. And as you should, if you believe you're innocent. But Megan, this low-key is suspicious because you just was coming after Milagro for money. And it seems like that Milagro thing was a distraction, allegedly. They had allegedly made Milagro guilty again for the whole situation. So it's a lot going on. It's really messy, It's really crazy how this stuff be happening, okay? But hopefully, Megan, you pay it. Hopefully this isn't true all the way. Hopefully there is some communication issues because sometimes lawsuits happen because of communication issues. But that's just me giving her the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. Uh-oh. It seems like the PR stunt is working. Now, when I say PR stunt, you may say, well, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean PR stunt? It has been rumored that the Cardi B and Lotto beef is a big old stunt. Lotto's Big Mama album was up 28%. Yes, up 28% on Spotify yesterday, following Cardi B's response to her diss. Now, let's be real, 28% increase is still a flop for her because the numbers are still in the toilet. They're still in the trash. But they're saying, okay, it seems like their plan is working, Nah, I don't think so. Cardi B apologized. Cardi B apologizing is like, that's rare. That's crazy. You know, that's like me being able to fly. Like, it's not going to happen. So for her to do that, I don't think this is a PR stunt. I just don't think so. I really feel like this is genuine beef, genuine issue, because their friendship, or lack thereof, it was never rooted in anything real. It was never rooted in anything sustainable. It was never rooted in anything that was authentic. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk, let's chat, okay? Up 28% on Spotify. Oh, but low-key though, her music is trending on TikTok. The new album, a few little tracks are getting buzz on TikTok. So that's probably what it really is, okay? Ow, wow, wow, wow. Moving on to Nicki Minaj. It seems like, you know, people are having to eat their words. You know how the trans community, they're trying to quote-unquote cancel Nicki Minaj? Well, it seems like Super Bass by Nicki Minaj was chosen for yesterday's lip sync on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. Yes, that's right. Despite past calls from some online critics and activists to boycott or cancel Nicki Minaj, largely based on misunderstandings of her comments, her music continues to be featured on one of the biggest LGBT plus television franchises, including among trans viewers and performers. Okay? Y'all gotta stop playing with Nicki Minaj, because every single time she's gonna clear you. Okay? Her music is being used on a show with transgenders and women and all types of identifying people who she loves and appreciates, okay? Y'all have to stop. Stop trying to put on this narrative that she hates transgenders or gay people. That's just false. You know, look at what she's allowing her music to be featured in. Okay, look at it. She was even a guest on the show, her damn self, a few years ago. I don't know why they're trying to create these headlines. Now, Nicki Minaj, she did say boys be boys, but she was referencing kids. She was saying boys, literal term, boys be boys, because she doesn't think that any child should be having a surgery that young. And I agree. If you're under the age of 18 years old, if you're a child, let the boy be a boy first until they can have control fully over themselves and decide what they want to do with their body. That's fair. How is that wrong? Am I tripping or something? You know, nobody, like, would you want your 9-year-old boy getting gender reassignment surgery? No, you don't want that. And that doesn't make you anti-LGBT. Like, I don't understand that. I don't know. But that was always weird to me, how people like to take what she said and twist it, because it makes them feel like they... So this is the gag. They hate Nicki, right? So if you hate somebody, right, people typically try to find ammo to hate somebody, to hate on them, when all you can just say is, hey, I hate Nicki Minaj. Because in all actuality, a lot of y'all who was trying to use this against her, y'all don't ever bring up LGBTQ rights in general in the first place. Y'all don't ever be in the streets with posters being activists for anything. Nicki Minaj says something, all of a sudden you put on your Candace Owens hat. You put on your politics hat. All of a sudden you got this big mouth to speak on. Be quiet. Sit in a child's place, bitch. It seems like social media is having a conversation online right now. They said that Stan Twitter is starting to get scary, because ain't no way y'all think Nicki Minaj has more hits than Beyonce. So they're saying that Nicki Minaj has more hits than Beyonce. Beehive is arguing saying Beyonce has more hits. You know, it's a whole back and forth thing. Who has more hits? Obviously Nicki Minaj has more hits. She has more entries on Billboard than Beyonce does, okay? Let's just be real. Nicki has more entries on Billboard. But when it comes to, like, you know, more, you know, heavy hitters, I would say Beyonce has more heavy hitters because she was also in Destiny's Child. So that include with Beyonce's solo career, it's a whole, you know, she has a lot, you know, but this is not to say Nicki has no heavy hitters as well. This is just saying, you know, but Nicki overall has more hits, but Beyonce has more heavy hitters because she was in the Destiny's Child group, okay? But if I had to pick a catalog, I would pick, you know, that's a hard, I can't pick between them two, because I like both for different reasons. But when it comes to, like, everyday, Nicki Minaj, 100%, like, you know, like 100%, because Nicki, I could put her on casually, I could put Beyonce on casually, but sometimes Beyonce, I don't want to hear it. But you know how it is, y'all. The Jay-Z fans and the Beyonce fans, Nicki Minaj, it's a whole back and forth thing. So now they're bringing up who has more hits, and it's like, it's just different. Also, you can't really compare different eras. Nicki and Beyonce are two different eras, so it's like, you really can't try to do that. It's just all about personal taste. You know, it's Beyonce versus Nicki is a personal taste. So, yeah. Like, personal choice on... You get it, right? Okay, period. Next topic. Okay, it seems like the new generation is doing their music thing, okay? Lil Wayne's son, Lil Novi, and Ye's daughter, Northwest, just dropped a new collab called Moolah, the Root of All Evil. They're like 14, 15, 16 years old doing music. Okay, period. I love to see talent. Okay, no matter the age. But this music is kind of, it's an acquired taste. It's like the alternative, very loud, aggressive, electronic music. I don't hate it, but it's like, come on now. We're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? But they kids, so they can make what they want to make. You know, like, it's not that serious. When you're like a teenager making music, it's not that serious, okay? Like, it's not. Plus, their parents are already successful, so they don't have to be that good. No shade, they don't have to be good. You can, but they're pretty decent for their target demographic, for their target audience. It's a great song. So comment down below. I don't expect any of y'all to be listening to this stuff, but if you have played it, let me know your opinion. Okay, let's talk. Moving on to Miss Taylor Swift. TMZ reports that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding is set for July 3rd, with the venue rumored to be the Madison Square Garden. Okay. MSG, is that I didn't know people have weddings at Madison Square Garden. I mean, oh, baby, are you going to make this a show? Are you going to, like, you know, Taylor Swift, she's such a money-hungry girl that she may charge $2,000 to get into the venue to watch the wedding. That's just how Taylor is, okay? But hopefully, you know, they do 2 weddings. One wedding to get money off the fans, the desperate parasocial fans, charge like $4,000. And then have a real one, like somewhere on an island somewhere with like the floating doves and the flying doves and the floating, you know, little food pantry and, you know, the whole gimmicks. You know, hopefully she does that. You know, Taylor's very smart. So if she does do this venue, this would probably be the one that's like the performance marriage. You know, they probably already, well, no, they probably didn't. But why are you going to have it at a Madison Square Garden arena? Okay, that's crazy. Can you imagine Taylor does a stadium, though, and like charges fans thousands of dollars to watch her get married? That's a good come up. No shade. That's a little cute penny. Okay. Moving on to Carisha, it seems like she is celebrating her Billboard Hot 100 entry, and she's so excited. She's going crazy. She's just so happy right now. You know, her new song, Spin That Trash, is going up in the club right now. It's going up on the charts, and she is living. She's feeling good about it. Okay, let's get into this tea.
Miami, and I am overwhelmed with joy. I am speechless. I'm happy. Like, I am number 66 on Billboard, the highest I have ever charted as a solo artist. This is my second Billboard entry, and I'm just like, let's go! Like, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm overwhelmed with joy. I can just cry all day, all night. I'm super blessed. I just want to thank God. And the Spin That Challenge just made me so happy and so grateful just to see the world dancing to the song, loving the song bringing people together, people doing it with their children, moms and dads, family. And it's just amazing to see. And I think that that's what I want people to get from my music, is to dance and want to be happy and to celebrate and to just bring that feeling back up like, hey.
You know, Carisha, whatever you said, I guess. But, you know, you can tell she's very, very, very excited for this new song going up on Billboard. You know, I'm not going to be a hater, but, you know, enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts, sweetie. Mwah.